If you're a business owner and you've been watching the news following the different stimulus packages, you might be thinking to yourself, when is there going to be something out there to help me? When will there be opportunities to keep my workers instead of letting them go or putting them on furlough? Well, today is March 27th, and at our firm, we've been closely following all the developments that have occurred this week. And in this video, I'm going to go through with you 3 different options that are available that provide different alternatives to letting your employees go. In fact, it may be to your benefit as a business owner to keep your employees even during the difficult times of the coronavirus. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about it. The first opportunity that's available is for businesses that are operating in economic disaster zones. So certain states have been declared by the federal government to be economic disaster zones. And as a result of this, you are now eligible for SBA loans that have great terms. In fact, you can apply today online at the SBA website. And we're going to be making a video in the coming days which will walk you through step by step how to apply for an SBA loan. But in the meantime, what you need to know is that there are loans available, and under the SBA loans, you can have them for up to 30 years. It's a fixed rate of 3.75%. And they're fairly easy to qualify for. You only need to show that you've had economic injury as a result of the coronavirus and you live in one of these states. So that's option 1, which is a loan through the SBA. Another option that's available for small business owners is a payroll tax credit. This is a refundable credit that is paid to employers on their payroll tax return as long as they can show that this year there has been at least a 50% decrease in their revenues this year, one quarter, compared to last year, the same quarter. And if you can either show there's been a 50% decrease in your revenue or that your business has been suspended as a result of a government order, for example, you've shut down because the government said you have to, then you are eligible for up to $10,000 per employee as a payroll tax credit. But this credit is also refundable, which means it's direct dollars into your pocket. The rules haven't been released yet on how exactly to apply, but they're coming. That's number 2. A third and potentially the best option that's available for businesses to avoid letting their employees go is what is known as the Keeping American Workers Paid and Employed Act. And this was passed by Congress today, March 27th. And under this act, it allows eligible people to apply for an SBA loan. But the most important part, and the reason that this is potentially the best option available, is that the loan can be forgiven in full or in part if the loan was used to pay payroll, rent, or other allowable expenses. What this basically means is that it's almost like free money, that if you use these funds for these purposes, to keep your employees, for instance, that the SBA, the federal government, won't require that you pay it back. If there are other expenses in excess of those amounts and you still have the SBA loan, then that portion is still subject to the loan. It's a fixed rate, it's less than 4%, so very favorable terms. Please continue to follow us. We have been staying up to date on all the potential ways for small businesses to not only stay afloat, but potentially thrive in the economic conditions that we have today. Follow us on social media and feel free to contact us if you have any questions.